It's the show after the show. I think that's how it goes. Hi, guys.
It's okay. I was going to do it, and then you started doing it, and then I was confused, and then now we're here.
Hello, everybody.
Fun thing is I was just looking, and I was like, huh, okay.
And we're going. And we're off to the races. So today is International Women's Day.
Yes.
Yes.
Which I love. And I've been thinking about this like a lot today about like women who are inspiring to me. And I think we should talk about it.
Okay.
Well, I like that idea.
I do too.
All right.
Yeah.
So one of the people who's the most inspiring to me is my mom, because she's taught me to take no ish and be outspoken. And yeah, so I mean, she's really cool. I don't know why I feel so weird like giving people compliments. Like I'll compliment Taylor Swift all day, every day. But as soon as it comes to like people that I know in my life, I get really nervous.
That's interesting.
That is weird.
I think I should probably take it to therapy. I got a meeting next week, so I think it'll be okay.
Could be a trauma response.
It probably is.
I'm just trying to figure out how that
well,
would be.
the only thing that I could think of it being like some kind of a trauma response would be like not being able to take compliments myself. And so I don't know how to give them because I've always been really uncomfortable with compliments, because you can ask producer Butters over there. It's the worst. They'll be like, wow, you sound great. I'm like, but what?
You're firing me, huh?
You're firing me, huh? That's exactly how it goes. So I don't know. I guess that's where it's at.
Maybe. Because I feel awkward. Like when somebody compliments me, I never know what to say. I'm always like, thanks. Or I just smile, or I'm just like, But giving compliments just comes so naturally to me. I'm just like, oh, you're doing a great job.
You're doing great.
Well, and I don't know.
Nicole, you're doing great.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks. I don't know if
You're doing great too.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you are. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like when it's like genuine compliments, that's like, I don't know, overwhelming, because I feel like I compliment people a lot. You know, hey, I like your shirt. Hey, I like your shoes. I have no problem with that. But then it's like vulnerable, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Could be.
Maybe the vulnerability of it all.
I can see that. Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway.
But your mom sounds amazing.
My mom is. She's freaking incredible. She's a bad A. I like her.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yep.
You guys can talk. I mean, I have like a list of people, but I don't want to like go through,
You don't want to go through the whole
monologue
list
of it. Yeah. I mean, obviously there's a lot of artists that are inspiring to me who are very vocal. Halsey's one who I admire immensely. She uses her voice. She's unapologetic about the things that she stands for, and I admire that. That's the kind of person I want to be,
Yeah.
So just name a few, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Halsey, obviously. Taylor Swift, I really admire her versatility. Same thing with Rihanna. I've been really inspired by her because she has just diversified across everything, like business-wise, business-oriented, genius. Like if I could be the slightest amount of Rihanna McCall Taylor, I would. Like I will be. I've got friends who are just really unapologetic. I think that's mostly my word this year has been unapologetic. And Take Up Space was the other one that's been really big for me. So people who are willing to do that, and be loud about who they are.
I like it. I think, I admire that too. I know that's something I'm working towards too, to be able to be loud and take up space. But it's really hard because I was always a shy kid when I was little. Although sometimes you can't tell anymore, but
It's all right.
I used to be shy once upon a time.
I think I still am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're more reserved with things because you do open up after a while.
Yes. I do.
Yeah.
Kind of like a kid.
Kind of like a kid.
Yeah.
You test the waters to see if it's safe.
No.
Another trauma response.
It is another trauma response.
I didn't know that we were going to get into trauma today.
Damn
I
it.
didn't either. But I think it kind of goes. I think I haven't met a single woman that hasn't faced trauma. So I guess it kind of goes hand in hand. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Women that I look up to would definitely be my mom. not so much because she was a strong and strong independent woman, but because she actually learned and became a strong independent woman. I mean, she's still married to my dad,
Right.
but now it's like, I don't know. I guess when I was 9, I kind of taught her, and from there she's kind of grown, and I love that.
Yeah.
And she's actually surpassed me in a way.
That's what's so magical though, is seeing the growth in people. And that's something, as humans in general, I think that's what we desire for, is this desire for change. But a lot of us are uncomfortable in the change, and a lot of us don't feel like it's tough. Changing is difficult. And so being able to see that and recognize that that's what's inspiring to you is cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Just watching her grow and blossom has been very inspiring to me. And then she's also the one that pushed me to always get an education. And she's the one that's like, don't rely on anybody, just be yourself. And now I think she regrets it, because I'm to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm single. I'm fine. I'm fine. I like my freedom. And my mom's like, no, you need a husband. And I'm like, but do I really?
Do I?
Like,
Yeah.
Maybe one day. I don't know. If I meet somebody that's,
Right.
But
Supportive of
Yeah.
independence and all of that. Yeah.
yeah.
That makes sense.
And then somebody else I've always looked up to, even though she hasn't been alive since I was like 5, but I've always looked up to Selena. Because she was always just so powerful, and she broke so many barriers, especially in the Latin music genre.
Yeah.
Because it's a very, very male dominated. And she
Yeah.
just said, you know what? This is my jam, and that's what I'm going to do. And she did it. She's still one of the most beloved artists out there.
She's incredible. I mean, such a powerhouse, and I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Producer Butters,
Well, I guess I'm gonna just have to say Pink.
obviously, because
Yes.
Pink is loud and vocal. Dude, I love her.
I do
I
too.
do too.
She's such
I
an
would-
icon.
I would love to go see one of her concerts.
So would I.
Especially the one where she's like hanging from the
Everything
Yes.
for all the time.
That's just I don't know why that fascinates me, that she could do that and sing at the same time.
Yeah.
And not miss a beat.
That's I have never seen her in concert, but I've heard from other people who have seen her who just say that she's phenomenal. Like, she's somebody who takes up space. Like, I feel like she's got an energy that she walks into the room and you feel it. Like, she encompasses the space that she's in. And I love that.
Yep.
See, and if I ever met her in person, it'd probably intimidate me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Dude, yeah. But
But she's probably the nicest person ever.
absolutely. But she just takes no ish from anybody. And I think that's I don't know why I didn't even think of Pink. She's incredible.
She's incredible.
I love listening to her talk about her family and raising Willow. I think is incredible. The way that she is doing that, and yeah, I totally agree. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I can't think of anybody else at this
Dude,
point.
Pink is a freaking powerhouse.
Yes, she is.
I guess I could say mom, but like
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean everybody says mom.
Everybody
but,
says mom, so
You know,
I don't think there aren't many moms out there that aren't empowering, I think.
yeah.
true.
So, but yeah, I love all the women that have been mentioned have been powerhouses. I love it. It's great.
I think there's something, I mean, with women in the music industry, especially, there's a particular eye on them to fit a certain standard and fit a certain mold and look a certain way. And I've been amazed to see how a lot of these women have come out from that. Taylor Swift is one of them, who's just like, whatever, screw you guys. If you don't like the way that I dress, I don't care. Like, and that's something that I really admire about women now, especially. I saw a video the other day that was giving a breakdown of when it was legal for women to actually be able to do things like get divorced or get their own bank account or wear pants in Congress. That wasn't until like 1993 that women were allowed to wear pants to Congress meetings. Like it's stuff like that, to see how quickly things have evolved. That's inspiring to me.
Yep. And I think there's still a lot of work ahead.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's kind of amazing to look back and just see how we've gone from having no rights, no say, to just being able to say like, no, like, yeah, we've progressed, but there's still things wrong, and we need to fix it. And the double standards in society and all that good stuff. It's great fun.
It is. It is. It's just incredible because I think there's a lot that's not like, I don't know, at least when I was in school, there's so much that you have to learn, but there's so much that is being taught. It's like drinking from a fire hose. And so it's like, how do you dive into each of this? Like, I would love to go take a class on like the history of women's rights and, you know, a whole breakdown of it. But it's insane. There's been a lot of people that I've been following that have given updates as far as that goes. But,
yay, women!
Yay, women! There was something else I was going to say and I just lost it.
I hate it when that happens.
I know. And it's floating. It's probably like over in this corner. And I can't reach it. It's not connected to my head. I can't figure it out.
Well, if you're watching right now on all of the streams and you can comment, send us a message on what woman has inspired you and kind of the reason why, and we'll
talk about it for sure, because I love that. I love hearing other people's inspiration. I just love seeing people succeed.
Yeah. Period.
Across all platforms. It doesn't matter, you know, who you are, where you're from, what it is that you're doing. If you're succeeding, like, I'm proud of you for being able to do that. And so being able to see where the inspiration is drawn from. You know, in radio, I've got a ton of women who I'm inspired by daily to see the way that they show up, and, you know, they maybe are, you know, they're moms and they're taking care of their kids and they still make an effort to come out and do their job. And that's what's so cool to me to see, is how capable women really are.
Yep.
To see the moms who are out there taking care of their kids, and, you know, they go to work, they come home, they fold the laundry, they make the dinner, they take care of their children, you know, nurturing them the whole time. It's just, it's incredible.
And it's a lot. Like, if you really think about it, doing all that is a lot. Like, I don't have kids. I have dogs. And a lot of the time I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. I can only imagine what it's like to be a mom.
Yeah, I agree. I've got 3 dogs. So I feel that. It's like I come home and I'm like, I am so drained, you know. But
the dogs need to go out. They need to play. And, like, I'm not comparing.
No,
like,
of course not. Of course not. Dogs and kids are totally different things.
But what I'm saying is, like, if we really think about it, like, dogs are they can, like, do their own thing. Like, if one day you decide, you know what, you have food, you have water, I'm really tired, I just want to relax. They're very adaptive. But kids are not. So even if you don't feel well, you still have to feed, like, cook and clean and help them and play, and it's just a lot. I don't know.
It's a full-time job to be able to spend the time and nurture those children and teach them things, because their brains are ever expanding and constantly learning and craving that knowledge. And so if you're spending the time just like, I'm going to watch Netflix or whatever, and your kid's like, hey, can we play or something? Like, what's that child learning at that moment, you know?
Yep. It's true.
Independence
or something.
D-E-P-E. I'm gonna stop right there because I know I'll mess it up.
That's a long spelling.
It is long spelling.
They're learning trauma responses.
What is the song that has that in that?
I-N-D-E-P. It's independent.
I don't know.
That's funny.
I'm trying to think.
Song.
Anyways, we'll figure it out later.
Lil Boozy and Lil Fat.
It'll come up.
That's who it is. Lil Boozy and Lil Fat.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
And on that note,
this has been the show
after the show.